Up to 40 degrees already on the back porch, 10 minutes after 8 o'clock, Finger Lakes Morning News. And joining us in the studio, two young people from Seneca County representing the Seneca County Youth Council. Storm Bowling and Chris Catt are here. Guys, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Thank you. Great to be here.
Now, I know, Storm, I know your name from Waterloo Indians basketball.
Yeah.
How's the season going? I know it's kind of been up and down for you guys, hasn't it, this year?
Yeah, it's been, we're on a 2-game winning streak, though, so.
Good time for it, heading into the playoffs.
Definitely.
Now, who wants to start with just some general background on what the Seneca County Youth Council is all about? It's Chris, you going to tackle that one?
Sure, certainly. Well, the Seneca County Youth Council is composed of 2 board members from each of Seneca County's 4 school districts, so 8 kids altogether. We act as on the regular United Way board. We attend board meetings and things like that, and we also work on individual projects ourselves in our own schools. So I know Seneca Falls, Romulus, and Waterloo are doing mentoring programs. South Seneca is doing a literacy program. So we're all working on different projects within our schools to improve our communities.
Now, what made you get interested in doing this? I mean, kids are busy, you got school and work and all kinds of stuff, and you add this to your plate. What made you be interested in doing something like this?
Well, it's just an excellent opportunity to get involved working as a youth on the board, and we act as full voting members, and it's great to get out and try to do some good in our schools and the community.
Now, one of the things we're going to be talking about over the next several months is a series of core values, I guess. Is that the right word?
Yeah.
Assets.
Assets, thank you. And first, how were these assets identified, and then what one are we going to deal with today?
Well, there's this institute called the Search Institute, and they've identified 40 assets necessary for positive youth development, and over the next couple months we'll be highlighting a few of them and explaining them to our listeners, and hopefully by explaining these assets people will gain a better understanding of youth and how to help them develop into better adults.
So these are some of these assets cover sort of some of the issues that you face growing up, and maybe things that adults don't necessarily get that teens are going through?
Yeah, you could say that, but it's more of how you can use these assets to get youth involved. And, like, they're necessary for youth to grow up and be, like, positive, productive adults. So.
Okay, and today we're talking about community values youth. So give us a little bit of background about what that means.
Sure. Youth is a resource in the communities. Well, what the Search Institute defines that as how the community can use youth positively. There's a number of ways to do that. The United Way in Seneca County has really been a leader in this effort by putting youth on their board and getting youth involved in different projects. Ways in which you can use youth as an asset in the community include inviting them to volunteer, letting them serve on boards, and also getting their input on important community decisions, because we are really like the next generation, and it's important to sometimes take the viewpoint of youth and when making major decisions, because it affects everyone.
Go ahead.
If you incorporate youth in volunteering and charity events and whatnot, they'll be able to watch adults and see how meaningful it is to actually give back, and it'll make them want to do it more.
And I think the time is good for this, because I think the old cliche of a generation ago that kids are just lazy and just want to play, and I think that's been blown up. And I mean, you guys are obviously a testament to that. I mean, do you find that your voices are taken seriously and people want to know what you have to say and what you can contribute?
Definitely. Adults in the community are very receptive to what kids have to say, because the more kids get involved and the more they're taken seriously. I mean, we've got kids volunteering in different community events, and the more kids do, the more seriously they're taken. And the more seriously they're taken, the greater impact they can have in the community, a positive impact.
And one of the things that, is this you guys putting this together, or the whole youth council group, but you're putting together a day of giving?
Our whole youth council is going to tackle this project, and what it is students from all 4 high schools are going to get together, do some cleanup and service events for their communities, and then we're all going to come together to celebrate what youth can accomplish when they work together.
Okay, and when is that, and where's it going to start?
That'll be on April 25th, which is, coincides with Global Youth Service Day, and we'll be having the kids meet up probably at Vince's Park around 12 o'clock after they've accomplished different things in their communities. If you'd like to find out more about this, you can go to www.uwseneca.org and click on the youth button at the bottom of the page.
Now, is this something, are you looking for a wider group of kids beyond the council? Is this an open thing where kids from any of these schools in Seneca County can come help?
Yep, all 4 school districts will want to get as many people as possible.
All right, terrific. April 25th.
April 25th, Global Youth Service Day, which is actually a global event where kids from all over the world will try to accomplish different things in their community, whether that be cleaning their communities up as we are by doing projects or finding other ways to help in their community. And this is just going to be a wonderful event, and it's going to be the first one we've ever had in Seneca County, and we hope to make it an annual event.
And what sort of, I don't know how far you guys are along in your thought process on career paths, but have you thought about what you want to do post-high school?
Politician.
Okay.
Probably something in the international or political sphere.
All right. Well, you guys are extremely articulate, and if you're the future, our future's in good hands.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
We appreciate you being here today, and again, we'll be talking with other kids from the Youth Council in the coming months about some of these different topics. So is there, how do you become a member? Are there elections for who's chosen, or can you volunteer to become part of the Youth Council? How does that work?
Well, to be on the board, United Way of Seneca County board, you have to be recommended and get voted on, but we're always looking for people with ideas, and anyone that wants to volunteer their time will definitely help them be able to do that. So.
Okay, and so if somebody wants to hook up with one or both of you guys, how would they do that?
Well, if they're in our school, of course, they can feel free to talk to us, or they can just call United Way of Seneca County's offices. We're always working on different projects within our schools to improve our schools and our communities as a whole, so we'd welcome any support from anyone, be that students or outside community members.
All right, one more time, give us the details on the day of service.
April 25th, Global Youth Service Day. Cleaning up and service projects in your own community, then coming together to celebrate.
All right, great stuff, guys. Thanks very much.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Chris Catt and Storm Bowley from Seneca County Youth Council. And again, we'll be talking with the different kids from the council in the coming months on a number of different topics. So stay with us here on Finger Lakes News Radio, 817, Finger Lakes.